Hey guys, so I want to show you today a little bit about CGX and how to use it in a non-conventional way that I think most of you will know how to do, but I want to make sure I show it so you guys can get a better idea of how to customize your experience with CGX, even in ways that the panel itself doesn't do. And this is a perfect example. Now, real quick, CGX is a panel that lets you explore random color grades, and it uses RGB curves calculation, so it's absolutely supreme. Think of it like our CGP panel, but instead of just a absolute control tool, we have an exploration tool, and that's what CGX is, using the same sort of tech, but random exploration of color. Now, not completely random. It's not just literally random data. That would be chaotic, and 9 out of 10 results would be useless, but it's a throttled chaos, if you will. And let me go ahead and just run it real quick. If I hit the double arrows at the bottom, you'll see that I get a result. And if I keep hitting the double arrows, I get all kinds of different results. But here's the thing. While that one looks somewhat pleasing, if I click it again, I'm going to start finding some problem looks. There's a bunch of pink in the highlights I didn't want. That's really muted. Some green tones there. That one's not too bad. Very deep and saturated. A little hazy. Okay, so what happens here is that it's an image. If you look at the white areas, it's an image that's mostly sort of neutral except skin tone. That's really it, and hair. So it's white, which is just a pure, as neutral as it can get, and then skin tone. So color grading that can give you what I call like a false positive that, oh yeah, no, that doesn't look right, that we shouldn't use it. That's a bad result. But you can change that. Now, if you know that our panels, the way they work, everything always exists on the layers window. So you have some layers in here. Now I'm going to tell you, I'm about to show you just how to modify one of them very, very basically using Blend If. But I do recommend that you don't start moving these layers around or deleting them or something like that. Leave them alone, control everything through the panel except right here. This is our hue calculations, right? Our RGB calculations. And this is how, when you hit the random button, these change. You can see how the calculations are happening here in the RGB. All right. Well, what's cool is that's the core sort of color grade generator, if you will. Now, if I double click the far right of the layer, I can open up the layer style. So one thing I can do, just for example, I can split the bright node, move it this direction, and then move the other side of the bright node to right about there. What am I doing with that? Well, what I'm doing is I'm kind of protecting the highlights. So now if I keep randomizing, you'll notice how they get a slightly more appealing result every single random. And that's because I protected the neutral highlights, because I didn't want necessarily color on that. I want to explore looks, but I didn't want the whites necessarily to get color grade on them, right? Or brightened or darkened or anything like that. Now, that is not a rule by any means. That's just what I wanted for this shot. So a small little change like that, like applying Blend If to the hue layer inside the CGX folder, can make a big difference while you're exploring, right? Whether you do full random like that or you dial in the actual sort of ranges that you want and then hit the play button, then you'll start getting a more consistent result. Let's go ahead and change the brightness down a little bit and more contrast options, please. Hit play a bunch of times and there you go. Okay. And of course you can keep random. Now, this is in line with my philosophy that I try to teach a lot when it comes to exploring randomly. It's about inspiring yourself. It's not about, oh, I need the perfect look right now. Let's make it quickly. Sometimes you don't have that in your brain. You don't know what you want. And then you start hitting randomizers, whether it's CGX or some other tool or some other method. And again, you're getting results that just make you feel like this isn't working. Sometimes it's because you need to protect a certain range, like the brightness, or the bright areas of this image, because they're pure white, they're neutral. And by protecting them with Blend If, all my random results tend to look a little bit better, and it should drive me in an inspirational direction instead of a frustrating one, right? So real quick, that's just a quick thought on that. You technically can do Blend If on any of the other layers, but I do recommend leave them alone, at least in layer order. It's not to say that you can't do this on any of our panels. They always output to the layers window, a bunch of different layers, and they can do different things. You're welcome to go in there and change the Blend If, but don't change the name of the layer. Don't change the order of the layer, because you could lose the connection to the panel, and you don't want that. However, this one I do recommend, especially with Blend If. You can also protect the shadows if you want while doing random exploration of color. Go ahead and do it. Try it out. It might give you more possibilities, if you will, because random is great until you've clicked 17 times and everything looks terrible and you don't know why. Well, apart from the sliders and the tools that CGX offers, don't forget, protect a certain range using Blend If. It'll be, flexible, so you can change it on the fly, and you can still randomize in however you want. So again, when we do random color grading, when we do random exploration like this, it's hopefully to derive inspiration and get you excited about something, not just when you're stuck, but when you're just feeling playful.